Hi there guys, and welcome to another edition of Extremely Cocky's War Review. This is file 20, I believe. Pleased to be bringing you a win against UZB Uzbekistan Gigants. Now, as you can see, it was a close war, 73-72. I get the impression in the clan that everyone thought these guys were, or the majority of people thought these guys were good. I think it was a case of we were poor. Their highest 3 stars was against Joe and Space number 11, as was ours. But we regularly 3-star all the TH9s, and as you can see, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. So we really struggled on the TH8s this war, and it's a 30-man war, so 90 stars available. So because they had 2 more TH10s than us, you know, you would expect 78, 80 stars. Normally, you'd expect 80 to 83 stars to be a winning score, but anyway, we won, so that's the main thing. Let's have a look at the highest 3 stars, which was myself. So I'm doing a surgical hog raid. So what? Oh, pause. What that's going to entail is dropping two donkeys. What are they? Golems. Onto that wizard tower, opening up that box there, and then jumping into the middle in those 2 boxes there to get to the Town Hall and Expo with the golems, wizards and heroes, funneling the heroes by removing these outside buildings here, and then I'm going to release the hogs 2, 3, 4 at a time on that cannon, mortar cannon, wizard tower, all the way around to the opposite cannon there, and then that should lead everything into the middle. Once that's done, we'll more or less just have the cannon and the archer tower to deal with on either side. So let's go and see if it went according to plan. So golems and wall breakers. I wasn't sure if the wall breakers would go where I'd want them to. I thought they'd hit those 2 outside walls, but they did. However, I didn't. I got mortared. So in come 2 more. See if we can get it this time. Yep, we're in. Wizards have created the funnel, so king and queen down, and they go straight where I want them to. So we're going to now jump to the centre. He says, there we go. That's going to trigger the clan castle. So we're going to rage for the clan castle, and they're all going to walk into a dark spell, which is going to get the queen, get the witch, and then in come the hogs. So here come the hogs below. We expected the big bombs there, so heal straight away after, covering most of the base. And as expected, they headed to the centre, took out the 2 expos, and now all we've got to do is 5 more weapons. Queen's still got full health, and her cloak available. And so from here it's just clean up. Those symmetrical type bases, diamond bases, people really really think it's a good thing to have, and it's not. It just makes it easier for the attacker. Anyway, let's have a look at the second 3 stars, which was Matthew. Matthew is going to be doing a go wee wee, and he's got just the couple of hogs here, so he's only got 3 hogs left. Okay, watch what happens with the hogs a bit later on. It's really clever and effective. So he's just pulled the clan castle with a couple of hogs, and now we're going to position them where we want them. And the witch is always at the back because she's the slowest. So by doing them one side and then the next, he's exposed the witch there, and he could drop a barb or an archer straight onto her, and she's gone. So a few wizards go down, and bam, that's them gone. So we've now got a wide spread of golems coming, wall breakers to open up, no doubt, witches behind. Now, check this out. See the rage spell? Now watch these hogs. They absolutely, there's only 3 of them, and they absolutely obliterate that box under the rage spell. Bam, 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 gone. It's brilliant. So the king's charged ahead here. He's got a jump spell to get us into the centre plus this box. There's a rage and a heal, so the witches are going mental under that. There's too much going on. But he is absolutely romping through this base. Last heal spell goes down, captures everything in the centre. And there's a golem in each corner, which is really protecting all of the troops from either side of the base. As you can see, it's allowing these wizards to absolutely wreak havoc around the outside. Again, Queen's still got full health. It's just a case of clean up from here. I can see 3 witches, so we only lost 1 witch in the whole attack. Job done. Fantastic 3 stars there from Matthew. Now you may have noticed that I dropped 7 places and Matthew's dropped 11 places there. These were the very last attacks of the war, just to secure the wins where we could. So no point going for a higher one in the last 5 minutes to potentially throw the war away. You know, these weren't our first attacks, is what I'm saying. So let's have a look at most heroic. Ah, I did not know that. So I got most heroic, and I'm assuming that's for the one I've already shown you. No. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get slated in the clan now, but it's most heroic, so I'm going to show it. So, this... I messed this one up a little bit. I've taken surgical hog troops, but I did a triple go-ho. So that's why it didn't work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my golems and heroes and wizards into this box with the queen in, take the queen out because she's the biggest enemy to hogs, other than big bombs, and then jump into the middle. The rage is to deal with the clan castle, as well as obviously the dark spell, and then that's going to take care of that box, that wizard tower there, hopefully, and the centre. And once the expos are on the golems and the heroes in the centre, I'm going to bring in all of my hogs. And the reason I'm not doing it surgically is because of the way the base is designed. Once I've done that, the queen box and the centre, if I put the hogs on this wizard tower, all they're going to do is keep working their way around this outer ring. They're just going to go from the wizard tower to the air defense, to the archer tower, to this wizard tower, to that archer tower, and then that's going to be the first chance they come across double big bombs, and potentially 1 in there, or 2 in there. And they're just going to work their way around the outside, sweeping up for me. So let's see if it goes according to plan. So in come the golems, wizards down to create the funnel for the heroes. And I never do it, but you really should work from the outside in, and that way you can't mess it up. So heroes down, they're going to go into the box just like we want them to. The queen's gone already before the king and queen even got there. Now one big bomb just went off, and nothing to worry about in the clan castle. I raged far too early. I should have raged once they were all into the centre. I got into the centre a little bit too quick, and I was fooled by the fact that nothing came out of the clan castle. I mean, a donkey did, but anyway. So I'm in the centre, in come the hogs, and let's see if they do what I'm hoping they're going to do, which is work away around the outer ring, which is exactly what they should do. There they go. So we don't need to heal them all the way until the king. Now, this is the only time they're taking any real damage from that wizard tower, but there's so many of them it's gone instantly. So as we suspected, there goes one bomb, but we only triggered one of them crucially, so the heal spell's going to cover them. So far so good. And at this stage I'm thinking we're looking pretty good for the win. We're not ideal for the clock. But right now I'm thinking, yep, we've got enough hogs. The king's being an idiot, so my queen takes him out. And we are good to take 3 stars. Remember, we only tripped one of the big bombs. Here comes the second. My hogs more or less split in half there, and so luckily I only lost half, but as of now, there's just not enough time on the clock for only 3 hogs to be able to take everything out. So I only left 7 buildings in the end, but 90% unfortunately. But there you go. So I believe Myth Rifter took most heroic. So Myth is more or less maxed TH8, defending from a TH9. So really, he should do this. So he's just pulled the Clan Castle troops there. Now, Clan Castle troops, they are all witch and wizards, all within a dark spell range right there. If you drop it smack bang in the centre, you will cover all of those troops minus this archer here. Problem solved. Let's see what happens. So he drops his king because he hasn't brought any lure troops. And if you drop your king on wizards, you need to rage instantly. So that's his first mistake. He's dropped the queen there. And then wasted his dark spells. So this is the moment where he's thinking, oh dear, what have I done? How am I going to get around this? I know. I'll drop all the hogs right by the clan castle. If he'd have come in from that direction over there, he would have stood a tiny bit of a chance. But anyway, let's have a look at what 3 wizards do to 44 hogs. Boom, that's the first 20 gone. That's the next 15 gone. Heal spells are doing nothing. And it's not even like wizards are particularly quick. Boom! There go another 5. So we've got about 8 to 10 of these things left. 4th heal spell comes down. Too many laughs. And no doubt he got berated in his clan for being useless. Great defence, by the way, Myth. Well done, mate. And I'm going to feature Snoop. So Snoop was coming 2 down here. It was the bottom base. It had already been attempted by a couple of people, I believe. But this is quite a tactical attack by Snoop, and I love those shields from the lightnings. So he's taken out 1 air defence. We've got 22 loons and 3 dragons and a couple of hogs. Now, he's going to use a hog to lure the clan castle. Job done. And I probably would have dropped a dragon there, closest to the clan castle, but he's going to drop them right in front of the air defence, and the reason being is because he's going to drop loons right behind, which should normally take out that air defence. However, there's a wizard tower just behind it. Splash damage and good night for your loons. So, round 2, not to fear, we've got enough loons to play with, but I would have just dropped the hogs the second time round, I think. In come the hogs. So that air defence is gone. And now we're going to tactically drop loons where we want them to. And just a tiny tip, if I may, Chris. If you're going to drop loons like you did then on an archer tower, right next to a wizard tower, drop the loons sporadically so that no 2 loons are together. They'll still get to the archer tower at exactly the same time, but you're minimising the amount of loons that can be hit at once by the wizard tower. And sometimes something as tiny as that could be the difference between getting 3 stars and 2 stars, but either way, he's absolutely thrashed this base, and we've just got a bit of clean-up now. I probably heard Marcus shouting, "Corners!" at that point. So that brings us to the end of another war review. Our current war is against Slug Boys, who are from Malaysia. That's starting in 5.5 hours, or 5 hours. And as soon as it's done, I shall bring you another review. But thanks for tuning in again, guys, and catch you soon.